Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have a challenge for the Muhammadan about the laughable words of Allah. You know, as we know that the Muslim, they claim that Islam is amazing religion. Allah is an amazing God. The Quran is a miraculous book. I mean, you name it. Wherever you go, you will find something amazing. Now, this amazing God and this amazing book is the most amazing, stupid God ever. And I'm here to challenge them to prove me wrong. I'm not going to waste your time or their time. I will open my Skype. And you will see how much in this ability this stupid cult is. My Skype is open. If there is any Muhammadan who would like to join us and prove us wrong, feel free. All right, just text me, don't call, because the setup on my Skype, you will be able to call me only if I spoke to you before or I add you. So I have to add you or I have to text you, then you can call me. If you search right now in YouTube or in Google or whatever, you know, you will find thousands of articles about how amazing the Quran is. From scientific miracles, and you know, for sure there is not even a single one of them is accurate. And Muslims, they can call me right now and they can prove me wrong too. In any topic, in any aspect, you can show me that Quran can be something not laughable, you know, at least not laughable. I mean, there's many people write books and we don't laugh at what they write, right? I mean, unless they are so stupid. So who is a Muhammadan? He can call us now, especially if you are a sheikh. With beard. Who can show us that the Quran is not laughable? Any Muhammadan? If you don't want to call us, this is your business, for sure. We cannot force people to call us. However, that will not stop us from laughing. We are giving you opportunity, so you can join us and you can prove us wrong.
I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an...
Muhammad, you do not know who is Gabriel. Isn't it? This is laughable. So we have a guy, he is 40 years old. He go every day, according to Islamic resource, to meet with a person who's supposedly a Nasara monk, which Muslim they claim the Nasara mean Christians, and he don't know, he never heard who is Gabriel. I mean, do you see why we say the Muslims are our best help? This is why actually they fear the debating us. So Muhammad is 40 years old, he never heard of Gabriel, never heard of him. He didn't know who's Gabriel. And why he did not know, when he explained why, is even more laughable.
Again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith.
He did not come from Abrahamic faith. So all the Muslims' propaganda and agenda is a lie, it's a joke. Isn't it? The Muslim, they say to us that Muhammad is descended from Ishmael and he was worshipping the God of Abraham before Islam. Isn't this what they say all over? So he is not from Abrahamic faith. And he is not from Ishmael. And he do not know who is Gabriel. And actually, if you go to the hadith, you will see that the one who told him about Gabriel, it was Waraq ibn Nawfal. When he told him, okay, explain to me what happened. And then he told him that there's a guy came to him in the cave and he squeezed him 3 times and he told him how to read. Right away, Waraq ibn Nawfal, he said to him, oh, this is must be Jibreel. You know, imagine, we heard that Mr. Sheikh Uthman, he was in a parking lot and he been squeezed by somebody 3 times. You know, he was rude to somebody in the street. So the guy, he left, you know, obviously he's a violent person. He did spank Uthman and he squeezed him 3 times. And then Uthman, he made a big a noise about it being a victim. and he claimed that he recorded everything, but yet he will never post what he recorded. Obviously, it's shameful, you know, it doesn't serve the propaganda, you know. And he claimed now to be a victim, and for sure we condemn violence, you know. But this is what happened to Muhammad, supposedly. He was in a parking lot. It's called the Cave of Hira. He'd been squeezed by an angel 3 times, violently, until Muhammad, he can't breathe. Another way, he was spanked by Gabriel. And then Muhammad, he went to his wife crying. But at that time, there was no YouTube to make a video about it, and to use some tomato sauce to claim that he'd been injured. So he went to his wife, and we can go and see the hadith here. And then people will laugh. This is the story of Muhammad. And this is a story no Muslim can deny. Look how long this story is. Sahih al-Bukhari. So the divine inspiration of Allah, Apostle, was in a form, in the form of good, righteous, true dreams in his sleep. Did you see what they are saying? The divine inspiration came to Muhammad in his sleep. Okay. I thought Gabriel is the one who delivered it to him. And then he never had a dream, but that come to be true. Remind me of that. All the dreams of Muhammad become true. We can prove that to be false too. And then you will see here, he went to the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone. What the heck? We just heard this guy, Uthman, saying that Muhammad, he did not know the Abrahamic faith. He did not know even Gabriel. So how he go to the cave of Hira to worship Allah alone? Shall we play the video again? Let us play it again. The laughable Uthman. This is why we liked him, actually, and we encourage him to speak more, because the more poo-poo he do. This is why Mimi Hijab, he made a page, you know. There's a video made by this guy, the blonde guy, I don't know what his name, he's funny. And he is accusing that Mimi Hijab is being bullied, and he bully only Muslims. And he made a whole page in a website just to attack Muslims like Uthman and him, etc. So when this boy, he said that that Muhammad is coming from the pagan, he is saying the truth. Muhammad is a pagan. Thank you. First time ever being truthful.
I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right?
He do not know. He does not know. Zero. You see, a person who is living between people who they are, there's Jews, there's Christians, there's etc., but he never, ever heard of Gabriel. 40 years old. Never. And he is coming from the pagan. This is his background. He's a pagan.
Right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
The people of Mecca are pagan, and he did not come from Abrahamic faith. Here you will see how Muslims, when they try to make a point in order to refute you in something, you know, they make poo-poo, you know, and the poo-poo is so big, and later they try to cover it. They bring some, you know, leaves of trees, you know, a fig tree, you know. By the way, I never heard of a God he swear by fig, you know, save Allah. I mean, God he swear by fig, and that's good, you know. This is one of millions of things laughable in the Quran. If you ask a Muslim why Allah swear by fig, you know, there is no explanation. I mean, why? You like fig? I mean, it's a fig. And when you ask a Muslim a question, expect everything except the answer. he will start talking about how amazing and etc. And then, but Edward, I'm not asking you amazing that fig is, the benefit of the fig. All the fruit have a benefit, my friend. Even manure have a benefit, don't you know? Actually, manure is more benefit than all of them. Because trees, they thrives by manure, which means even shit is useful. So don't tell me the fig is useful. We know that. But why God, he swear by fig? And you know, imagine there's a God, he come to you suddenly, he send you a message, you know, and the message is very important, urgent message. Okay, what is the urgent message? By the fig. What is that? And what does that have to do with anything? What Allah he proved to us when he swear, when he took an oath by the fig? And Muhammad knows. So Muhammad was, you know, he's in a state of relaxation now, and he received an urgent message from Allah. Okay. By the fig and the olive and the Mount of Sinai. And then he jumped from the Mount of Sinai to the secret city. What the city of security? What is that? Do you need to say where? Is it in Sinai? Because if this is the city of Mecca, that means the city of Mecca is in Sinai. I mean, do you see how stupid even the connection? Is the city of Mecca, if he meant Mecca, that means Mecca is in Sinai. If he meant Medina, that means Medina is in Sinai. I mean, how stupid the geography is. And then, from the fig to the man, we created the man in the best of models. Okay, what the fig have to do with that? And what Sinai have to do with this? I mean, what this God is talking about? And then, after we created him in the best models, then we abase him to be the lowest law. Like, what the heck? So Muhammad was the lowest law? Is this God saying that Muhammad was the lowest law? And anyone understand anything? You know what? I'm going to make an oath. And just to show you how serious my oath is, I will swear in the fig. Don't bring a Quran to a Muslim to swear, because if his God himself, he swear by the fig. He did not swear even by the Quran, he swear by the fig. The figgy God. Obviously Allah, before he got the job, he used to be, or he was a fig worshipper. I don't blame him, it's tasty, you know. So Allah, he said to himself, like, you know what? Let me taste this thing. And after he tasted, it became to be like he discovered that it is tasty. And then he decided, you know what, from now on, I'm going to swear by the most valuable everything is exist. Fig. And then after he swear by fig, he thought about what is next I'm going to talk about. Oh, an olive. And then we jump to Sinai. And then from Sinai, we jump to Mecca. And what is the connection? Nobody knows. What is the connection between the fig and the olive and Sinai and Mecca? And the man. And remember, the author of the book is God. So imagine you write a book and you publish it, and then you say in your book in the first page, by the fig and the olive and the Mount of Sinai. We made the man in a perfect shape, and then we lower him to the lowest place. What the heck is that? I mean, there is no story, there is no topic, There's no value. And there's no statement is made yet. And here we go. I challenge the Muslims. And by the way, you can open the interpretation. You will die laughing about the Muslim trying to give interpretation for this. Shall we try? Hey, Muslim, shall we try? Or you want to call us? Chapter 95, the chapter of the fig. I mean, have you ever heard of a book of a religion have the chapter of the fig? I mean, even the Hindus did not come with this. Like, you know, the Sadhguru, he is a vegetarian. He might make a book that says the benefit of the fig, but he will not say that fig is God or God swear by fig, because when you swear by, you know, a fig, that's mean your God is fig. So let us go. Maybe the interpretation is more successful to understand, because we are limited in intelligence, not like the scholars of the Muhammadan who've been squeezed 3 times. Chapter 95, let us go there. And as you know, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. By the fig. Interpretation. By the fig and the olive, that is 2 edible fruit. Look at the interpretation, brother. Brother, listen carefully. You might not understand the Quran, but we'll make it clear for you. Now, this is the interpretation. The fig and the olive are 2 edible food. Or those donut, the name of 2 mountains in Syria. I mean, look at this. They are not even sure if it's a food or the name of mountains. What the heck? In the same line, it is eatable food, or properly, it's the name of 2 mountains in Syria, on which those 2 food grow. Isn't it clear now? Hey, we people, aren't you? Don't you have a full understanding of the word of God? Look at this amazing. So God, he swear by fig and olive, which is 2 edible fruit, or, and what is killing you when you read Islamic interpretation is the or. The second you see the or, somebody is unzipping and he is pissing in the road. Do we have any? Abdul can explain to us the verse? Very simple verse, as you see. By the fig. You know what? By the fig and the tomato, none of you understand what your God is about. And the best of you, his brain is less than the brain of a zucchini. And as you see, I challenge you to call me and tell me what is this, you know. And then we go to verse number 2. Maybe verse 2 will get better. Okay. Let us see what verse 2 means. By the mount of Sinai, the mount which God exalted, and he spoke to Moses. Sinai means the blessed one, or the fair on a fruitful tree. What the heck? So what the connection between you this guy, he just said that fig and olive is 2 edible fruits, or it's a name of mountains in Syria. What the mountains in Syria have to do with the mount of Syria of Sinai? And how you come to the conclusion that because the mount of Sinai where Moses he spoke to God, this is what Allah he meant. And in the same time, so what if God he swear by, I mean, what if God he spoke to Moses in that mount? Why Allah swearing by it? And if the mount of Sinai is a holy place, well, what Mecca then? And why Allah never said, go worship in the mount of Sinai? I mean, do you see the stupidity? If God he speak to his prophet in the mount of Sinai, well, God should not be speaking to Muhammad in Mecca then. This is the chapter of the fig, my friend. Easy to remember. The fig chapter. Verse number 3. And this secure land, okay, what two mountains in Syria have to do with the Mount of Sinai, have to do with Mecca? What is the connection? Nothing. We go to verse number 4. I hope this chapter will not make you hungry now and feel like you want to buy some fig. We created the man in a generic, in the best of forms, in the best of proportioning, and of his shape. Okay, and? Let us read the verse after. Maybe the verse after will explain. Then, in the case of certain individual, look at this, where it says in the verse, a certain individual, it says, we created the man in the most perfect shape or proportion, and then we made him go to the lowest. He did not say different person. He says, and we made him. Let us read the verse. I mean, do you see the stupidity, how much they are struggling to explain a little tiny verse? Does it say this is a different person in the verse? No. It says, we created the man in the best of models. This is a Muslim translation. And then we took him down, the same person. Not some individuals. Does it say him? I mean, does it say him, Muhammadan? So when Allah, he say him, he mean many. According to Muhammadan understanding. Allah, he say him, Muslim understand it, them. Because Allah, he have a wrong Arabic. You know, he is like a guy from Pakistan. He learned Arabic. He came to Saudi Arabia and he starts saying, Sadiq, Sadiq, how are you doing, Sadiq? Like those Muhammadan who call me and they claim that you knew Arabic. Right? Do we have any Muhammadan additional to the one using the F word to me in the chat? This is the best you can do? Say the F word? I'm afraid that you are a potent like your prophet who had 13 wives. He could not make one of them pump a kid for him. I mean, the guy, according to Muslims, he was like a rooster going from one to one to one, and then he could not have any babies. And the Muslim, they say he have. Well, then we ask you a question. If the soul of every human being is in the head of Allah, why Allah was grabbing the souls of the kids of Muhammad one by one? Isn't it weird? And Muhammad is the most beloved person for Allah. When a person he died by cancer and he's a Christian, the Muslim make mockery of him. Allah, he punished him. Okay, we will go that, no problem. Allah, he will punish me too. So one day I will die, you know? Yeah. And then the Muslim, they will say Allah killed him. After all what I did, now he remembered to kill me? Shouldn't he kill me the same as the story of Al-Qadr when he killed a child before he do what he's going to do? Anyway, so Allah is the one who punish people. So when Allah, he take the souls of the children of Muhammad, why he is punishing Muhammad? And not to forget, the love of the Quran does not stop here, where the Quran says that if Muhammad, he fabricate Quran, Allah will punish him and he will cut his artery. And later we find that Muhammad, he was explaining to his wife how he is dying. He said, the poison I ate in Khaybar, as now is cutting my artery. Laughable Quran. If Muhammad is lying, fabricating words of God, for sure, certainly, will seize him from his right hands. But Muhammad was lefty. Oh, no, he was right, sorry. He was lefty only when he used it to his ass. Muhammad, he made a rule. Right for eating, left for your anus. Period. So left hand is the anus hand. So you should certainly size him, we should certainly size him by his right hand, And we should certainly then cut off his artery. And here you find there is no connection between the right hand and the artery. It looked like the God of Islam, he thinks that the artery is in the hand. What do you mean you want to size him from his hand? Huh? Why you want to size him from his hand in order to cut his artery? If there is any connection? And then we find the hadith saying that Muhammad, he died by poison, like a rat, and the cheap poison actually. The hadith, by the way, just to show you the Muslim corruption, in the real hadith, it says that the Prophet of Allah, he died by a poison a woman she bought from Home Depot. But the Muslims, they corrupt that and they took the word Home Depot. It was here. Let me put it back. And now the Muslim, they will say, see, Christian Prince is lying. Allahu Akbar. We cut him lying. Takbir, takbir. He said Home Depot. And there is no Home Depot in the hadith. Okay, Muslim, hold on. It's not Home Depot. I agree. It was Walmart. Allahu Akbar. We cut him lying. Christian Prince is lying. At that time, there is no Walmart. Look, what dude? I'm just joking, you idiot. You read in the comment, the smart Abdul saying, Christian Prince, really, he is not talking to Zakir Naik. This is not really Zakir Naik, Christian Prince. Those people who said to you, I'm not Zakir Naik. I say to them, I'm through Zakir Naik. And I can show you my fingerprint. Zakir Naik, there is no need for fingerprint. The spitting you are doing always is more than enough. Do you believe it or not? I have a lot of grass growing in my backyard just because of your spit. You're a spitting machine, Christian Prince. So respect. First of all, Allah created me like the way. Secondly, I spit as I was. It's a free land. Yeah, you believe in democracy now? Yes, we believe in democracy with spitting. And you will see Abdul Man now making comments saying, this is not Zakir Naik. Sound look like him. But trust me, brother, this is not him. This is how smart they are. So the Prophet, he died by poison, while Allah was swearing by fig. I mean, do you see how important it is? Muhammad is dying by poison. Allah, he put a fig in front of him. He have an important topic to say to us, to the word. I swear by the fig. Do we have any Muhammadan? He can bring us his fig with him and call us? Shouldn't Allah, Prophet, he be busy with something more? And what is this? By the fig? And why he don't explain why he is, you know, what does that mean exactly? Why does God, he cannot make a full sentence, can tell us something useful? Any Muhammadan? Zero Muhammadan until now texting us, so we can call. Zero. Do you see how strong their faith is? Allah was a figgish God. William, you want to call? Why you want to call? Are you a Muslim, my friend? Only Muslims can call me. If you are not a Muslim, you cannot. I take only calls from Muslims because we want Muslims to respond to what we say. We don't want you to tell us I agree. You can say that in the chat.